This is a must-see and hear. Don't want you to make the same mistake that we made. Whatever you do, don't go with Worldwide Van Lines for moving. It'll be the nightmare of your move. They will give you a deal. Make sure you can take it and use a charge. The people that come over to pick up your stuff is from a whole different company. They can't speak English, they don't read or write, and they don't know how to move stuff. They come late at night. They make it so that they say that they're going to follow you down. You can talk to them by phone, and they'll be there when you get there or even the day after, no later than 5 days, at the least 3. We couldn't get a hold of anybody all the way down. Worried us. We spent one night over. Got to our house. Still couldn't get a hold of anybody. For the rest of the week, couldn't get a hold of anybody. He had nothing to sleep on. He had nothing. He had none of our belongings. Couldn't reach anybody. It's like they blocked our phone number. Finally, after a few more days, we got a hold of somebody and said they would be there the following Wednesday. They said they couldn't be there any sooner because they have 30 days to get there by law, which they did not tell us that. We specifically asked them over and over and over, and they said they would be there in 3 to 5 days. They would be there when we get there. Then when they get here, when they picked up our stuff, they also tripled the amount of what it was supposed to come to. Pretty much blackmailed you. You'd lose your deposit. Then when they got here to drop the stuff off, they made sure it was late at night and wanted cash and tried to flim-flam the guy that they had with them. He only had one guy with him to do the stuff, and he was just a little guy named Ben. I believe that was his name, Dan or Ben. And he didn't want to do nothing. All of our stuff has been damaged or broken or missing. These are our 2 seats that belong in our brand new van. They never wrapped them with blankets and taped them. They're filthy dirty with grease, dirt, and grime. Everything was wet, so it couldn't have been in a storage unit for wherever it was. Half the stuff had wet all over it. Dirt and grime, broken stuff, broken pictures, stuff that I can't get back. I don't trust anything from my pantry. There's a lot more than this. We have a lot more stuff. To end it all, they couldn't even move my husband's lawnmower off of the van. My husband had to do it. I had to help them get things into the house. It was like they just aren't strong enough to do it or didn't understand what you were saying. My husband's helping them get off. The worst part is helping them get the lawnmower off because they couldn't do it. They're raising the ramp, and it jerked, pushed the lawnmower and my husband off of the van. The lawnmower landed on my husband on the cement pavement. He had a lawnmower on top of him. It's a miracle his head wasn't split open. I did have to call the police and the ambulance. My husband has several broken ribs. So out of all this, damages and all, we're never going to get anything from this. We're just going to have to keep what we got. $1,000 deductible, it's not going to help us any. We had no bed for a whole month. We had nothing for a whole month. We couldn't reach them. Nobody get a hold of us. I had called and made a police report. This is what this company will do to you. Don't make the same mistake. Worldwide Van Lines lies and will tell you whatever you want to hear. Then they lie about who's picking it up. It's somebody totally different that is hired out. And they can't even speak English, talk, read, or write. And they try to flim-flam you for more money and pretty much blackmail you right into it when they know they got your stuff. Don't go with them. Read the reviews and you'll find out.